because mostly they will ask you short questions. And if you refer to that slide which I shown you in the last class, that will be sufficient for OSPE questions, 1 marks, 2 marks, because you just have to identify the mode of action and when these hormones are secreted and what they are doing. One line, that's it. Okay, like secretin, the name suggests it causes secretion. Secretin is for secretion, and the fantastic thing, it is also secreted from S cells. That's so easy. That way you can remember. And secretin is something which increases the watery secretion of pancreatic juice. So water and bicarbonate part of the pancreatic juice, that is increased by secretin. Whereas CCK-PZ increases the pancreatic enzymatic part. The thicker part of pancreatic juice, that is by CCK-PZ. Whereas secretin is the thinner part or lighter part of the juice. That means the juicy part of the juice, that is secreted by secretin. Kind of that. That way everything is connected. Gastrin, the name suggests G cell. G cell for gastrin increases the gastric acid secretion. That way you can just simply remember. Clear? Now coming to liver, and let us look at the function of liver. That's very important. And I would request you people to say one function each, starting from you. What do you think? Any one function of liver? লিভার বাড়ায়, লিভার মানে ওটাকে ইয়ে করে, ওটাকে সিক্রিট করে না, লিভার ওটাকে সিনথেসাইজ করে? লিভার সিনথেসাইজ করে। So if there is no liver, no bilirubin, what do you think? From where bilirubin comes? How bilirubin is formed? আমার মনে হয় যারা জানে তারা বাড়ি চলে গেছে, যারা জানে না তাদেরকে রেখে গেছে, এরকম কোনো ব্যাপার কি? How bilirubin is formed? From where bilirubin is coming from? Huh? My goodness. Pancreas? Pancreas থেকে bilirubin আসবে কেন? কোথা থেকে bilirubin আসে? গলব্লাডার থেকে? bilirubin তৈরি হয় কোথা থেকে? Any other function of liver? Bilirubin and biliverdin, whatever he has mentioned, you are close but still away. Any other function? Liver এত বড় একটা organ, almost 1.5 kg, almost equivalent to brain. যদি brain আমাদের থাকে তো, নইলে লিভারই বড়। So almost 1.5 kg liver কি তৈরি হয়? Why liver is there? Think. Why liver is there? Why liver is there? Liver is very, very big organ. No? Why you are here? Liver কেন এখানে? মানে liver থাকে, liver করে কি? Any function, anything related to vitamin? What? Which vitamin? Anything related to cholesterol? Anything related to glucose? Anything related to amino acid? Anything related to fat? Anything related to medicine? Something, 1 or 2 lines, I'm just expecting, then we will continue. 1 or 2 lines, it's very easy. যা পড়ে এসছো এতদিন সেখান থেকেই বলো, লিভারের তো কোনো ফাংশন ইউ নো, হোয়াট এলস? বলো, জোরে বলো। ইটস controls blood glucose level by which process? Is correct. Controls blood glucose level, absolutely. Liver is known as glucostat. It controls blood glucose level. So which kind of work is this? Metabolic, synthetic, excretory. Perfect, very nice. Mata khulche. Key process. Blood glucose level je liver kore, key process. Is glucose stored in liver? Yes or no? No. What is the storage form of glucose? বডিতে তুমি আজকে খাবার খাচ্ছ, গ্লাইকোজেন। সো গ্লাইকোজেন কোথায় স্টোর হয়? যার ধরো লিন মাসেল মাসটা পুরো, ক্রিশ্চিয়ানো রোনাল্ডো, 6% বডি ফ্যাট, ওর গ্লাইকোজেন আছে না নেই বডিতে? 6% বডি ফ্যাট, তোমার কথা অনুযায়ী অ্যাডিপোজ টিস্যুতে গ্লাইকোজেন আছে। 90 মিনিট 120 মিনিট খেলবে কি করে? গ্লাইকোজেন থেকেই তো পাওয়ারটা আসে, মানে এনার্জিটা, এন্ডিওরেন্সের এনার্জিটা ওর কোথায় তাহলে স্টোর হচ্ছে? তোমার কথা যদি আমি মানি তাহলে যে যত মোটা সে তত এফেক্টিভ স্পোর্টসে। তোমার কথা যদি আমি মেনে নিই, if glycogen is stored in adipose tissue, that means the more adipose tissue you have, the longer you can run. Because glycogen is broken down to glucose, glucose goes into anaerobic and aerobic glycolysis, and we get energy from there. Anaerobic gives us 2 ATP, aerobic gives us 30 plus ATP. We get energy from that. So for sports, we need glucose to be broken down, glucose to be, oxidized, and we have those energies, ATPs are coming. Correct? We should have glucose stored as glycogen somewhere in body. Whenever required, glycogen is used. Which place? Adipose tissue, wrong. Anything else? তোমাদের যদি অলরেডি ঘুম ভেঙে থাকে তাহলেও তোমরা বুঝতে পারবে 7 minutes I am talking and asking you about liver and I am asking and poking you about glycogen. তোমাদের যদি এইটুকু বুদ্ধি না থাকে তো পরীক্ষায় হিন্ট দিলেও তো ধরতে পারবে না। So something related to liver. লিপ অফ ফেইথ, একটা জাম্প করো না, চোখ বুঝেও জাম্প করতে গিয়ে লিভার। কারেক্ট? লিভারের সঙ্গে আমি যদি গ্লাইকোজেন নিয়ে 10 মিনিট কথা বলি তাহলে তো মোস্ট লাইকলি ইট ইজ সামথিং রিলেটেড টু লিভার। অলরেডি যত বাজে অ্যান্সার প্যানক্রিয়াস থেকে বিলিরুবিন বলে দিয়েছো, তার থেকে বেটার অ্যান্সার হবে হোয়াট এভার, তুমি যদি চোখ বুঝেও বলো। ক্লিয়ার এভরিবডি? হ্যাঁ, তাহলে গ্লাইকোজেন ইজ স্টোরড ইন 2 places, one is liver, the other is muscle. তবেই না ক্রিস্টিয়ানো রোনাল্ডো দৌড়াতে পারছে, হি হ্যাজ 6% বডি ফ্যাট। ওর যদি অ্যাডিপোস টিস্যুতে গ্লাইকোজেন থাকে, he can't run. You can understand? So there are 2 areas where glycogen is stored. One is liver, the other is muscle. So glycogen is a storage form of glucose. So whenever we need immediate energy, glycogen converted to glucose, glucose converted to ATP by the processes, depending on the availability of oxygen. If oxygen is available, aerobic glycolysis, Krebs cycle. If oxygen is not available, anaerobic glycolysis, normal, very minimal ATP. Clear everybody? Clear? Saleh? This major part of glycogen is stored in liver. So in the morning, আমাদের সুগারে যখন আমরা জাগছি, we require some amount of glucose, glycogenolysis is happening in the liver. It is giving. আমরা হয়তো অনেকে পাইনি, যারা আজকে ক্লাসে এসেছি আমাদের একটু গ্লাইকোজেন ব্রেকডাউন কম হয়েছে দেখে বোঝা যাচ্ছে, লুকিং অ্যাট দ্য এনার্জি লেভেল। বাট মর্নিং এ আমাদের গ্লাইকোজেন ব্রেকডাউন হচ্ছে এবং সারাদিন যেটা খাচ্ছি, whichever is required for our energy, that is expended by glucose. Rest of glucose is stored as glycogen. So glucose storage form is glycogen. So let us look at the functions of the liver, and we have to go step by step. First of all, the major function of liver is synthesis. Synthesis of many substances are done by liver. And what are the synthetic function of liver? Lot of substances are synthesized in liver. Very importantly, clotting factors. Angiotensinogen, we get them in liver. Acute phase reactants, that means proteins which are secreted during any stressful period, during any illness, acute phase reactants or acute phase proteins formed in liver. Urea formed in liver. It's also a metabolic function. Urea, it is formed in liver. Steroid binding protein formed in liver. Cholesterol formed in liver. Formed in liver. If we look at the second function of liver, that is the metabolic. And what we get in metabolic? We get glucose metabolism, or we can say carbohydrate metabolism. The better way is to say carbohydrate metabolism. So all 3 metabolisms do occur in carbohydrate, protein, fat. All metabolisms do occur. So if you look at the carbohydrate metabolism, we have multiple things. We get Glycogenolysis. This process is happening. Neoglucogenesis. What does that mean? Non-carbohydrate source to glucose. Neoglucogenesis. Neoglucogenesis. And this is very important glucose supplier to body. This is very important glucose supplier to body. That is the reason in chronic hepatic disease, chronic liver disease, patient may suffer from hypoglycemia. A hepatic neoglucogenesis টা বন্ধ হয়ে যায়. Hepatic neoglucogenesis বন্ধ হয়ে যায়. Hepatic neoglucogenesis. So protein may can be converted into glucose. Fat may be converted into glucose. That is the neoglucogenesis. New glucose. That was not glucose, but new glucose that has been formed in liver. Then glycogen synthesis. Absolutely. And absolutely, since cells are there, all cells are capable of glycolysis. All cells, mitochondria, capable of Krebs cycle. Those will also happen over there. Clear? Those will also happen. So carbohydrate metabolism. Amino acid metabolism, what will happen? Amino acid metabolism. Protein urea formation. That happens. So urea cycle, Cori cycle, that happens where? In liver. Urea cycle. So that's why occasionally in some cases low uric acid, that is one indicator of liver disease. That may be one indicator of liver disease. So anyway, for you right now, uric acid, urea cycle, lipids metabolism, cholesterol synthesis, lipid metabolism, cholesterol synthesis, cholesterol transport. These are done by liver. Formation of fat soluble vitamin. Fat soluble vitamin. Who are fat soluble vitamins? A, D, E, K. And their transport happens in liver. Fatty acid to ketones. Fatty acid to ketones. Again, in starvation, আমাদের মেন এনার্জি ফিউল কি? আমাদের গাড়িটা কিসের? পেট্রোল গাড়ি, কিসের গাড়ি? Basically